Nigeria is on the news again, and this time we are diving into a development that could transform Nigeria into a world superpower. This development is already sending shockwaves across the world. Nigeria's military breakthrough in 2025 has left Europe speechless, from indigenous drones to small arms production. This is not just tech, it's a nation rising, defending its people and rewriting Africa's story. In this video, we'll be unraveling everything you need to know about this development, where this breakthrough began, the leaders driving it, the impact on everyday Nigerians, what the world is saying, a critical look at the truth, and what this means for the African continent. This is about pride, power, and possibility. Join me in unraveling this military breakthrough that could position Nigeria as the next superpower.
Memorandum of understanding we're about to sign will take Dicon to another level, because we are going to partner with another Nigerian company to produce ammunition, weapon, where we can be producing fast assault craft, security vehicles, and other platforms.
In January 2025, a bold declaration echoed from Abuja. Nigeria will not merely import weapons, it will build them. When the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, announced that Nigeria would evolve into a military equipment superpower, he was laying down a challenge and drawing a line in the sand. That challenge surfaced from years of frustration, dependence on foreign arms, ballooning costs, delivery delays, and vulnerabilities that left Nigeria exposed in its fight against insurgency, bandits, kidnappers, and cross-border threats. Behind the scenes, work had already begun. The Defense Industry Corporation of Nigeria, Dicon, had quietly negotiated a joint venture with Grey Insignia Nigeria, later operating under the name Dicon Grey Insignia, or DGI, aiming to indigenize small arms and drone systems. By mid-2025, the talent breakthrough crystallized. In Kaduna, the Dicon leadership and the executives of SP Offshore Nigeria Limited gathered and signed a landmark $2 billion investment partnership. Under this agreement, Nigeria will host domestic production lines for ammunition, small arms, drones, radars, biometric systems, and other advanced defense systems.
We produce our own ammunition now. Directly, we do that for small caliber, the 7.62 mm. We do that at 9 mm. We also do that. We want to do the 5.6 and then go to the higher calibers from 12.7 and above.
All tailored to the needs of the Nigerian armed forces and security agencies. The partnership promised not only to meet domestic requirements, but to generate surplus capacity that can be exported to friendly African nations. This deal carried symbolism as well as substance. The Dicon Act of 2023, signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had restructured the legislative landscape, granting Dicon the legal authority to form subsidiaries, enter partnerships, and attract private capital. It removed earlier constraints that had restricted Dicon to limited mandates and made possible collaborations with private and foreign firms. This deal is one of the first major fruits of that new legal framework. The benefit to Nigeria is multifold. First, it drastically reduces reliance on imported arms and ammunition. To be honest, importing defense goods has drained foreign exchange and made the country vulnerable to supply chain shocks and international politics. Secondly, it accelerated the transfer of technology, which in this case involves engineers, technicians, and scientists in Nigeria that will directly learn how to design, build, and maintain complex systems like drones and biometric components. Also, factories, supply chains, raw material providers, logistic firms, and support services will emerge across Nigeria. The deal is also tailored towards creating a multiplier effect in the local economy. And finally, by increasing capacity beyond domestic demand, Nigeria gains leverage. It can supply defense products to regional partners, enhance its influence, and turning security corporations into trade. At the heart of this deal stands two key players, Dicon and SP Offshore Nigeria, each bringing strength, history, and ambition to the table. Dicon, being the first, was established in 1964 through the Act of Parliament and initially assisted by the German firm Fritz Werner. It has long been Nigeria's state armament and ordnance factory. During the Nigeria Civil War, Dicon's factory supplied crucial materials to the armed forces, embodying the principle of self-reliance. But over time, Dicon's capacity eroded. Limited funding, restrictive legal structures, and changing security demands meant that in recent decades, it struggled to meet the modern needs of the military. The 2023 reform was intended to rekindle Dicon's role as the core of Nigeria's military-industrial complex. Recently, Dicon has moved aggressively to establish joint ventures and align with private firms that can bring capital, expertise, and modern technologies. Its approach now combines its own infrastructure, factory buildings, ordnance research labs, distribution networks with external innovations. On the commercial side, SP Offshore Nigeria Limited is presented as a global defense technology firm backed by foreign investors with cutting-edge capabilities in systems, integration and manufacturing. The CEO has publicly emphasized the plan to set up assembly lines for drones, weapons, ammunition, radars, biometric modules, and more, all locally produced. SP Offshore brings network, capital, foreign technology relationships, and project management experience.
Self-sufficiency in terms of arms, weapons, drones, and technological warfare. If you look at it today, next wars are not going to be fought with arms. It's going to be technological warfare. So we are prepared.
In effect, Dicon provides the state legitimacy, existing asset and security clearance, while SP Offshore contribute innovation muscles, international links, investment credibility and engineering capacity. But the story also ties into Nigeria's steady unfolding rise in military drone manufacturing. Even before this SP Offshore deal, Nigeria, via Dicon's joint venture with Grey Insignia, has been planning to domestically produce weapons systems including small arms and drones. Dicon Grey Insignia unveiled the Nigerian-made Hawk sniper rifle, ready for testing, and has announced plans to expand production capacity. The company also aims to scale up drone development and coordinate with other partnerships. These earlier steps laid the groundwork, proof of concept, talent pools, early designs, supply chain contacts, and confidence that Nigeria can indeed manufacture in sensitive defense sectors. With the recent deal with SP Offshore Alliance now plugged into the base, Nigeria's drone manufacturing is expected to accelerate. High-altitude surveillance drones, fast attack drones, unmanned systems for border and maritime security. These are all within reach. As the factories come online, Nigeria could field drones built on its own soil, controlled by its own engineers, maintained at home, and adapted swiftly to local environment. By 2027, the projection is to slash foreign import and approximate self-sufficiency in many categories of defense equipment. In 10 years, Nigeria hopes to stand among nations that export arms. The benefit will ripple outward. National security becomes less hostage to foreign politics. The foreign exchange savings can be redeployed into health, education, infrastructure. Local industries will also cluster around defense innovation. Countries in West Africa and beyond may become customers, and Nigeria's reputation as a technological leader could draw fresh investment. This is not just a deal, it is a structure that could catapult Nigeria into becoming one of the world's power. Do well to drop your honest comment and tell us what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.